What about the saying, walking backwards into the future?
What would you like to know about that?
Everything.
Oh. Well, you need to talk to everybody to know everything. Our way to our spirit made us in this world. There's no accident that any of us are here, you know. No accident whatsoever when you have a good look at things. When you're fully awakened up, and that's the more important. That no matter what you do between that, between coming into this world and moving into the other realms, it's the quality of your life between there that matters. And by that, I'm talking about waking up. You can have all the material wonderments of this plane. Nothing wrong with that. All good. But is that it? And for some, it is. The three things they teach you in basics is ahi, fire, wai, water, and we call it tupato. Tupato, or whakatupato or tupato. Tupato is respect and caution for nature. So when they say kia tupato, they say be careful, be mindful. Is a better word probably. But what's more important, have you understood your life, what you're really here for, among other things, you know? And at the very least, everything we do, that our work is geared towards what we call maramatanga, enlightenment. And maramatanga, or becoming illumined again, being fully conscious. So you can, you live in a simultaneity of consciousness, meaning you're in the flesh, but you're not of it, and you see from that side as well as you can be in the flesh simultaneously. So it might sound like heavy, but it's got nothing to do with heavy, it's everything to do with light. And when you reawaken that and you know what your own divinity is, you will also know what you see that in everything and everyone else, right down to this, right into people. So when you ask yourself, okay, we come here, we go through a whole lot of things, wonderful, dandy, you climb the so-called whatever ladder you want to climb, corporate toxicity or whatever, all good, nothing wrong with any of that. No judgment call on that whatsoever. But at the end of the day, when you know, people don't realize, but when they flick over, and you can do that with your life, and you do that as a matter of normalcy, you get measured not by, you get measured by the amount of this, how much you open up the heart, and this, and all these other faculties that we need to wake up. But even a lot of our own people. So when you say looking back, by all means, you look back. But then, what about your life? Where's your tuppence worth in terms of the future? We got a saying in Whakairo called "Hei pupuru I te aho o te wana," which means to retain the strands of knowledge. The other part of that is called "Hei kawe I ngā kura huna arua," to perpetuate the hidden schools, the mystic schools of Rua. Rua is to do with receptivity of the inner worlds. So, one is talking about maintaining your culture, learning about all that stuff, you know, where you come from, in the geographical sense, who you're related to on this planet, this tribe and this planet and all the rest of it. But the other one is called about is to do with cultural transcendence. So, you know, as I say, when you say looking back, by all means, look back. But really, when you can look in the dynamic moment, then you look back and you look way into the future simultaneously. And then, when you live like that, 24/7, that's part of being illumined. You know, that's part of being the whole illumined process. No matter how many degrees you got, how many clever you got, engineering, whatever, every facet of that, you got. That's just a sausage roll in society. We need to function with. Like Seapirana Ngata said, "E tipu e reo mo ngā rao tō." Grow up, tend the plant for the days you're destined to live. Tend the plant meaning the human. Oh, ka pai, ara. Ko taka te mea rā. See, they're starting to fall. And that's good. And that pit's going to be superb. Yeah, fire is to do with purification. I mean, we can go a mile. What's purification to do? It's the ascent from physical to metaphysical. And then what then? When you really go to the top of that metaphorical triangle like this, fire, that's a symbol of fire, is this, ko te ahi. And just like the shape of that, it ascends up. It inspires, many things to do with growth. Now when that goes up there, then you get at a certain point of ascension, only half of it you can will with your clever little brain, our clever little brains. You can only will. The other part you have to surrender.
Yeah.
The whatukura, or the male part, you can will with this, but the other part you have to learn to turn inside out and surrender. That means you have to dissolve the ego
Yeah.
at a certain part. And at that part, when you get to that point, that equipose, then whoom, then the triangle turns upside down, or the other one comes down that never was not there. And the other one that wasn't not there is what you were before you even got here.
Yeah.
Te rangiatea, te kakano i mai rangiatea. There's a seed that comes from the white brilliance of the source, whatever you want to call that. This is before pre-religion and anything else. Nothing wrong with religion, but this is pre-religion. This is talking about wairua, quintessential spirit. You know, and so when it comes from there, when that comes down this way, that only comes down when you're ready enough. When if the ego's in the road, mate, you're never going to even get to base one. But when you can dissolve it enough, boom, that will happen inside you. And then when those two merge, boom, the heart opens up fully. And when it opens up, he has done his function. But it's only one of the 5 elements.